Hi, I'm going to demonstrate using the CAST prototype to move data from the PI system to SAP HANA. First, I'm going to select the PI system and I'm going to select a database that contains wind farm data. I'm going to drill down into that database until I get to a wind turbine. For that wind turbine, I'm going to select several attributes. First, I'm going to select the active power. Next, I'll select the turbine name. I also want to know which wind farm this is associated with, so I'll drill up to the wind farm level, and I'll select the project name. Now I need to generalize my filters so I match on all of the wind turbines. I'll edit the site level, and I'll select the template rather than the name. And I'll edit the turbine level, and I'll use a wildcard to match rather than a specific name. You can see now that I'm getting 71 different turbines. And I can also get a preview of the data that's going to be sent to SAP HANA. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and publish this data into SAP HANA. I'm going to run continuously. This means that the HANA table will always have fresh data. And I'm going to publish 7 days worth of data to begin with. Alright, so it looks like the execution completed. Let's go take a look at the data in HANA. Here we have the Windtopia UC table that we just wrote to HANA using CAST. You can see the active power, turbine name, and project name just as we specified them within CAST. We can do a lot of things with the data once we get it into HANA. We're using a decision tree algorithm using HANA's predictive analysis library to predict future power generation. We can see the results of those calculations in this table here. We also can track various events and generate maintenance requests as needed. We can see the results of those maintenance requests here. And finally, we can actually write all of this data back to the PI system. So let's go to CoreSite and take a look at this data as it flows back into the PI system. Here we have a CoreSite display showing the active power versus the predictive power. We're using PI Server 2015 to be able to show the future data here. We can easily switch between different wind turbines. I should also point out at the bottom here too, we're also writing the most recent maintenance notification as we're getting them from SAP HANA. For a wider view of this data, let's take a look at it in SAP Lumira. Here we have the Esri map integrated into SAP Lumira showing the predicted power versus the active power. Let's take a look at this on a more complete dashboard. So here we're displaying the predicted power versus the active power over all our sites. We can easily add or remove sites and also change the time range. Now something a data scientist might be a little bit more interested in is looking at some of the more details of our predictions. So we're able to pull up the power curves for all of the actual data that we've been running. You can easily pull up something like this and then find a specific outlier and then narrow down what wind turbines might be faulty. Let's also now pull up another dashboard. Here we have a dashboard giving a maintenance summary for all of our sites. You can scroll over a specific wind farm and you can find out how many overheating events were happening at that wind farm. What this can be used for is in this table below, we have the number of overheating events that are happening at a site. And we also have existing maintenance requests for that site. In this way, you'd be able to add additional maintenance into existing maintenance requests to optimize efficiency Thank you, and that's a demonstration of the CAST prototype moving data into SAP HANA.